the fuck does this guy
Break.
think he is?
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Whistle, brought to you by Diversity Catalogue. This is your reminder to please like and subscribe if you haven't already to our wonderful channel. If you're listening on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, rate the podcast 5 stars. And you can follow us on TikTok, X, as well as Instagram at Diversity Catalogue. We're through the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Woo! 69 views right now.
Some pretty eye-opening results.
Good.
It was a pretty fun weekend of football. Some players making some names for themselves. Let's get right into it.
Players making a name for themselves.
Wait, 69 on what?
Yeah, what are you talking
On
about?
the last one we just posted today.
You won.
Oh, I have 61.
No, it's on the studio.
Well, I don't look
going
on
up?
our account. I look on my account. It's probably least updated.
We lost a subscriber.
I saw we gained 2 and lost 1. I just saw that.
Stop doing that to us. Stop it. Stay
It's probably
subscribed,
someone
please.
I know, bro.
How are we
Who's
going to feed
making
our
a name for
families?
themselves? Who's the player that made a name for themselves?
They're like, well, I want to be
Are you
347.
an idiot? Jaden Daniels?
Sorry,
Oh.
behind the times, buddy. You're living under a fucking rock for the whole
I guess.
What?
living under a rock the whole
He just
season.
etched his name in history books. Did he not?
Because his name was already made. in the
Yeah,
group.
technically
Did
his
he
name
not?
is in every history book now
Greatest rookie season
because
ever?
he's a rookie.
Greatest rookie season ever.
Statistically, he's a great
he
rookie.
not?
Statistically,
But like,
sure.
I'm taking Cam.
Legend-wise,
I'm taking Cam
Andrew
Newton.
Luck.
Fine, that's fine. That's fine.
I'm taking Roethlisberger.
Same thing like C.J. Stroud was the best statistical rookie season ever.
Right.
I don't know if it wasn't the best rookie
Well, let's
Probably
talk
still
about
is,
let's
no?
talk about
No, I
CJ
think I
Stroud.
think he passed him.
Let's talk about
He must
CJ
have.
Stroud.
Definitely didn't.
In the Houston
must-
I'd
Texans
look up
going
his
to Kansas
Stroud
City
here.
and losing. Stroud loses in the playoffs
Yep.
in the divisional round again.
Yucky.
23-14 loss on the road at the hands of the Kansas City Chiefs, plus potentially the refs. A lot of noise, a lot of controversy, a lot of tweets being sent out by current players, former players, analysts. A lot of people were not happy with the refereeing performance in this game, but trying to take his way as little as I can from the Chiefs' performance. They won, and honestly, I don't think it was ever really in doubt from watching the game. Mahomes was 16 of 25 for 177. He threw 1 touchdown.
Bless you.
Kareem Hunt ran 1 in. God bless.
I bless myself.
For 44 yards.
Bless me.
It's a great video.
I love that video.
Travis Kelce.
Oh.
Back to his, should we say, postseason greatness. Pretty great in the postseason. 7 catches for 117.
Did his over in the first
And
half?
a touchdown. He kind of rolled back the years, does what he usually does in the playoffs. Chiefs start their quest for a three-peat, and they got off to the right foot.
I don't think they did.
You don't think they got off to the right foot?
Texans won this game on paper, clearly.
Yeah,
Handled
I think
Handled it crazy
I'm pretty
on
sure
paper.
the stat. I think what I saw was the Texans led the Chiefs in about every single meaningful stat, and lost.
Pretty much. Hold on, let me pull it up. I have a good stat for this.
And lost. As a team, they had 149 yards on the ground compared to the Chiefs' 50. Stroud had
I
200.
thought that was crazy. I saw it at halftime. It was like fucking 19 rushing yards to 120. I said, huh?
Yeah,
I said, that's crazy.
Yeah, they outgained
Stroud-
them in the game.
Stroud had 245
They did.
yards
Hold
to the air compared to Mahomes' 177.
Of a crazy
But
stat.
they just couldn't really get it in. They just couldn't get it in.
I'm almost positive.
I've heard it before.
Did every single team this week that lost outgain the one that won?
I think it was close. I think it was close.
At least 3 of the 4.
At least thought the
At
Rams-
least.
Yeah, I think
game.
because I know the Lions outgained the Commanders.
Yeah, it might not have been the Rams.
I know
was
the
it?
Ravens definitely outgained the Bills.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know about the Rams.
It was an
The
interesting
Texans
game.
definitely outgained the Chiefs.
Right.
So yeah, maybe everyone with the Rams, but still, that's fucking insane. That's a crazy stat.
Yeah, Texans tried their best.
A lot of turnovers.
Stroud looked okay,
What's up?
but didn't throw for a touchdown. And usually, if your quarterback doesn't throw for a touchdown,
You're probably losing.
you lose unless you're Jalen Hurts.
Did they have any turnovers? The Texans?
They had a fumble loss. Yeah,
Fumble lost. Yeah.
I lied. They recovered. Remember Stroud?
Oh wait, yeah, you're right.
Tripped. Shaq Mason recovered it.
All right, that's a crazy game to lose.
Classic Shaq
Mahomes threw
Mason.
for nothing.
Yeah, but we got to give credit to the Chiefs defense, who I said was playing elite. 8 sacks in the game, a lot of them in the second quarter in crunch time.
Yeah.
When their backs were up against it and they needed to make plays, they got the stops they needed. Carl Laftis was going crazy. Trent McDuffie was locking down Houston's wide receivers. And listen, I mean, it was a win very similar to pretty much every game the Chiefs have played in the regular season. Chiefs still haven't scored over 30, haven't allowed that many points. It's still, it's a recipe for success, right?
I'm trying to find the stat. It was something like they're the only team to lose after no turnovers, 100+ yards over the other team,
Yeah.
and then like a third qualifier.
Teams before that were like X amount of wins.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I did see that. Too.
Absolutely ridiculous.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but Chiefs win. They're gonna host a pretty big game coming up, as they are the 1 seed, so they do have home field advantage for as long as they're in the playoffs. And yeah, I mean, I'm just looking forward to next week. The game as a watch was pretty annoying. It was a very stop-start game, like a lot of penalties, a lot of sacks, a lot of potential missed calls. A lot of people calling Mahomes out, saying that he was a diver for that one play on the sideline.
He does that though,
trying to
so
bait
often.
for calls. There was a lot of players tweeting some really interesting things.
I mean, like, what was it? They had a what's it called? Roughing the passer call that wasn't roughing the passer.
Yep.
They had, what was the other call they had that was like fucking nowhere near? Oh, they called
When they collided together, when he slid,
didn't even
didn't really touch him.
they hit each other and he dove late or slid late. So he was still a runner at that point.
Yep. And then the third one that was under controversy is when he was running to the sideline and kind of got pushed inbound, but tried to sell it as a necessary
to get a
roughness
first,
or whatever he was trying to get the refs to call. A lot of players didn't like that. I know Pat Surtain, PS2, tweeted out, and he was like, what are we supposed to do, like, when he's diving? And even J.J. Watt had a lot of tweets about roughing the passers. And, yeah, there was a lot of unhappy campers on Twitter. Remains to be seen if this devil magic continues from the Chiefs, but I think it's hard to say it wasn't out in full force in this one.
It wasn't?
It was.
It's hard to say it was not.
Yeah, hard to say it wasn't. So
it was.
Oh, okay.
It would be hard for us to say, no,
say that-
there wasn't devil
I was
magic.
saying, I was
yeah.
watching the game, blocked
Bro-
field goal.
bro don't understand.
3
Oh,
total
yeah.
3 total missed kicks outside of the blocked kick.
Yeah,
Fairbairn, too.
Texans win this
Fairbairn
game.
was pretty bad in
Like
this
not
one.
like
That's a
10
good
out of 10
point.
times the Texans win this game. I was gonna say interesting stat for the Chiefs. The 11 playoff games they've played, 10 games the Chiefs had less penalty yardage, and 10 games they had fewer penalties.
Yeah.
And the one game they didn't, they tied in penalties.
Yep. Yeah, you made a good point. Fairbairn was not good. Missed 2 kicks.
Crazy. I thought he was money
I think
too, or
both
something.
of them turned into points, if I remember correctly. Also missed an extra point. So, yeah, there's definitely a realm where the Texans go to Kansas City and win. And it was similar. Honestly, it was similar to reasons why I felt like the Chargers, if they had beat the Texans, had a good chance of beating the Chiefs as well. Because it's, in my opinion, 2 really stout defenses that I knew would have kept the Chiefs under 30. But it's just tough because this Chiefs team does not let up points easily. And we saw it. We saw it in this game. I think Carl Laftis had, how many sacks did he had? 3 sacks. He was all over the field. So, yeah, Chiefs are going to roll into this next game, I guess, with momentum. I mean, anytime you win in the postseason, especially these guys, they know what it takes to get it done. And, yeah, I think they might be on their way to 3.
I think the problem is they can't run the ball, though. That's a big issue, I think.
Yeah, I mean.
And now I guess for
I
the
know.
Bills, I don't know. The stat was first team in NFL postseason history to outgain their opponent by 100 yards, have 0 turnovers, and lose. Prior to the Texans, teams were 49-0 in such games.
Oh, yeah.
Also, the Texans, I believe, are the only team in the NFL to not have a road playoff game in their franchise.
Ever.
Now,
How many times
does
have they
that
been in
take
the
into fact
postseason?
the Oilers? No, probably not.
Oh, that makes
So
sense.
the Texans,
Titans?
what? The Texans. Oh.
Titans are the Oilers.
Well, yeah, but it depends who you ask.
They were the Oilers too at some point?
Well, no, but they're in Houston now.
Oh, okay.
I don't-
Okay.
I don't see
A Houston-based team where they're saying
Yeah, I
maybe?
guess so. No, I think they just said the Texans.
So, wait. So this is their first away playoff game? Is that what
No,
you're saying?
they've never won.
Oh, never
a
won
playoff
one.
game in their franchise.
That's crazy.
Does that include? That doesn't include the Rockets.
No. Just
The Texans.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Houston,
Oh,
I said Houston-based. Yeah, I was making
I don't think that includes.
I meant
the
Houston
I thought you
based.
meant
Rockets.
every
The
Houston
Rockets.
franchise.
No.
I was like,
No.
what? The Astros win World Series? Like what? Anyway,
Also, are they ever gonna? If I would like to put. all
I'm
my
actually
money-
not. I'm actually not to cut you off.
You hate me.
I'm not surprised by that at all.
Well, they're a pretty young franchise, and they kind of suck.
How long have they been playing in a dome?
Their entire career.
Is it?
Yeah.
They've just been. In
Well,
the
I imagine, when did the Houston Texans come around? 2002? Something like that. Something like that.
Like for example, like how many times has Miami won on the road as a franchise in the
I have no
postseason?
clue.
Because when you
Founded in
think about it, like
99.
Houston having to go play in 10-degree weather in Kansas City, you know what I mean? Or like having to
Right.
go play in Baltimore or
Right.
Buffalo, like that sucks. Like last year,
No, but
lost
they
in
definitely have, 'cause they-
Baltimore.
Yeah, but they had like an.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying I imagine.
Yeah, I'm thinking back when they were dominant. They
Did you see
had the home
what
and
Kurt
field
Warner said?
advantage.
Actually,
I think I did.
he was talking about how when he was at Arizona, and even St. Louis, for example, he felt like he was at a huge disadvantage in the postseason
Yeah.
because he was like, "There's literally nothing I can do as a player in Arizona to prepare myself physically for those conditions." So he's
Right.
like, "It's really not fair." Like he came right out and said it.
Yeah, but that's how
What
it
do you
should
think
be.
about that?
No, I think fuck them. Snow games are beautiful. We saw that this weekend. Even though it
But
didn't really snow in
regardless
this
of them
game.
looking good on TV, though,
I don't give a shit.
that's fine.
Texans should have
That's
won
a
this
fair-
game.
that's a
I mean, they
fair
only lose
opinion.
this
That's a
game
fair
because they're
opinion.
kicking.
That's a fair opinion. Yeah, I mean,
And
it
as
was
you see
there.
now,
Yeah,
it
I
snows
mean,
everywhere.
it was
so
there.
Snowing
Right.
down, snowing down in Florida. The beaches are covered in snow.
Right, New
Snowing down in
Orleans.
Bourbon
There's
Street.
going to be snow for the Super Bowl,
Right, snow for the snow for the
even
Super
though
Bowl.
it's inside.
So that must tell you the Bills are going to the Super Bowl.
No, it doesn't.
In my mind,
Must.
No,
it
no,
must. I thought it was a premonition.
no, not at all. Anything else about this game?
Not at all.
Everybody wants the Chiefs to lose.
All right. Them getting a three-peat is great and all, right? But with the season that they've had, they do not deserve a chance to get there, and I really hope they don't, because they won a bunch of games they shouldn't have won.
Worst team to three-peat ever.
This
The
Only
only
team to three-peat.
and the worst team to three-peat.
That's right.
I'll tell you what. The
Aren't
first
they
2
bad?
years, give them their props. They fucking stuck it out. They played well. This year, they could have won
Well,
fucking
even last
4
year, they
games
should have lost.
against what?
The
Oh.
49ers. Greenlaw goes down.
I know.
Running onto the field.
It's the devil magic. That's fucking.
Are you serious?
It is the devil magic.
Like at that point, just wrap it up. Imagine.
But like the road to
I'm running
get
to the
there
field,
though.
Josh gets sniped in the head. I go up,
Oh well,
and then I have to go play.
it's just the
Twice?
road to
Nice,
get there.
nice.
Cause it's how it was.
He jumped
He
to it.
literally-
Huh.
And he just
Dropped.
dropped. And it was like,
And he
everyone
was-
sitting there like he just got shot.
Yo, listen, he was flying around that field too.
He was crazy.
He was
Listen,
going
there's
gonna
wild.
be- it has to come to a crashing end. I have to hope.
You'd think.
And I hope it's
I thought this was
game.
this year. Every week I was like, oh, here it is, here it is, and then they kept
it's
winning.
Next week, it's this game, it's this year.
But you
Josh
get-
Allen's
listen,
going to the Super
You
Bowl.
get the Chiefs every year. Like when teams do this, right? It's like, oh man, like they end up winning the game. Like they have resiliency. They're able to win through the adversity and shit like that.
Everybody
This-
doubted them. Number one seed.
They're drinking baby's blood in the fucking locker room, bro.
me
There's
about
no way. There's no other way. There's no other way. No other way.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, Chiefs win at home. They're going to host the AFC Championship game again. Mahomes AFC Championship in every single season of his career, I believe.
Yeah.
Streak continues, so good for that guy. Next game, Saturday night. Is it the game of the year? Shock of the year, would you say?
You talking about the Commanders line?
Commanders Lions. Give me a superlative for this one, Mike. As someone who thought nobody on planet Earth could beat the Detroit Lions,
They literally had losses, so I don't know who you're talking to.
but you thought that you thought that they were a lock for the Super Bowl. You did think
I think that.
you thought that.
Yeah.
So what happened?
The guy broke his arm, like first quarter or something like that.
That was gross. Did
Their
you see that?
50B in the depth chart fucking broke his arm.
It was pretty gross.
I didn't get to watch these. I watched the last half of the Chiefs game that I had my cousins fight, so I didn't really get to watch the Lions game too much. My phone
Oh
was 6%.
no!
Yeah.
Well,
So
you
I
missed
only
a
saw
good
him, like,
one.
running up the fucking score.
Yeah, you missed a
Um,
good one, man.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's Jared Goof. Josh always calls it Jared Goof.
He had the
Jared
goof game.
goofed. He goofed.
Got the
He
goof.
goofed.
Oh yeah, he
He
got
goofed.
that in him. He's got
And
the
they still
goof in
put
him.
up 31.
Yeah, he
So it's
goofed.
like
He's got that dog in him. It's
Listen,
literally goofy.
if
That's
they
really
play,
what
if
it
they
is.
play with a reasonable, not 17 down fucking defense, they probably win the game.
Right.
They put up 31.
I mean, what's dude fucking broke his arm in the first drive, right? Like also awful injury. I've never seen something like that in my life.
I think
That
it was
his
a
fucking arm was,
I
like,
think it
broke
was a
through.
I think it was a dislocated elbow. I think his
That makes sense.
I think his
That makes
elbow
sense.
came out.
That's yucky. That
Gross.
look at one of those fucking.
Yeah,
What the
not
fuck is
good.
that?
Commanders win on the road against the number 1 seeded Detroit Lions in a 76-point shootout, 45-31.
That's insane.
We'll talk about the Lions first. Yeah, Jared.
Goof.
Listen, he really didn't play that bad outside of the picks.
Right, yeah.
The picks
Jameson
changed
Williams
the
threw the
game,
game
though.
away.
Yeah, the Jamison
Obviously, it was
Williams
his
one
fault
at when
in my mind.
3 interceptions.
at the point it came was backbreaking though.
Yeah, but
Goff threw for
one was
one-
at the end of the game.
Goff
He
threw
was
for
scored
1
fourth or something.
touchdown, 3 picks, took 2 sacks for 16 yards. He had 313 yards passing on 23
Well, can you
completions.
scroll up a little bit. Where you going?
Big up Jameer Gibbs.
Thank you. I wanted to shout out. Big up
14
Jameer
carries for
Jameer Gibbs,
105
listen.
and 2 touchdowns. He also caught 6 for 7. He was doing it all. Jamison Williams, great carry. What a great play design.
Oh, for that, yeah.
Took 1 yard for 61 and a touchdown. Some other notable stats: Amon-Ra St. Brown, 8 catches for 137. Sam Laporta, 6 catches for 51 yards.
Great touchdown catch.
Ben Johnson gave it all he had offensively in his last
500
game
plus yards of offense.
as offensive coordinator of the Detroit Lions. We'll talk about that news towards the end of the program. But the Lions crash out, number 1 seed. We were talking a little bit before the podcast. My humble opinion, I think it's an easy take to make right now. This Lions window is shut.
I think so. You don't think so,
slammed
Mike?
Shut. And listen, all the pieces are there. I assume they'll recruit some players because how could you not want to play for Dan Campbell and what the Lions have going? I think they seem to be a pretty interesting destination for most players. But
Yeah.
losing Ben Johnson, losing Aaron Glenn, losing the defensive lineman coach, they're probably going to lose some more coaches. To me, it just seems like it's too many. It's too many pieces that are being taken away for me to believe that they're going to be as good this year, as good next year as they were this year. I
Right,
mean,
yeah,
I
they probably won't be 15-2.
I just struggle. I mean,
I don't. They're making the playoffs. I don't see them missing the playoffs. You might see that because you're crazy.
who knows what happens with their division now? With Ben Johnson going to the Bears, the Packers are
Wow.
there. Obviously,
Packers will be mid
I don't
next
think
year,
the
I know
Vikings
it.
will win as many games as they want
Right.
either.
Right.
But this is going to be a very interesting division. I
I'll tell
think
you,
it's going to be wide
The
open.
top seed in this division goes 12 wins.
It's going to be
next year.
wide open.
I think the Lions are probably still the top dog in the division. I think the Packers will have another 10-win season. I honestly don't feel too confident about their team. I think the Vikings will obviously take a step back. I have to imagine Sam Darnold regresses a little bit. I see what you're saying with the Lions stuff, but you also have to remember,
They were super banged up.
no,
Oh.
for the future-wise, even
Yeah.
though he lost his OC and DC, he also found those guys.
Yep. Got you.
So the same way, I always say
good
his
point.
name wrong. Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel?
Yeah, I hate the way it's VR.
Vrabel.
Instead of what? Varble?
AR.
Varble?
Well, it's 2 consonants together. That
Like
makes
Vrabel.
sense. Yeah, no, but it's not.
Vrabes.
We never have that in any of the fucking linguistic fucking VR. Those words. those
SR?
letters- Why the fuck is SR together?
Sriracha.
Right,
Ryan,
in a different language.
Ryan Sandstrill.
Sandstrel, yeah.
Anyways, Mike Vrabel, right, initially had, I think Matt LaFleur, and then he left for a different job, and then he had fucking what's that guy that everyone fucking hates? The Pittsburgh
Nagy?
guy now.
Oh.
He,
Alex Smith? not Alex
You're
Smith.
close.
Smith. It's Arthur Smith.
Arthur.
Arthur Smith.
Yeah.
He had Arthur Smith, who had great year there, and then left for a head coach.
Yeah.
So I have faith in Dan Campbell that he'll find
To
another-
grab somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
these guys were no names before.
there's
they fucking got here.
there's probably already somebody in the building.
I just think Ben Johnson as OC was insane. Now I don't know if they're going to be able to replicate that.
Yeah, but there's always another fucking dog that comes out.
It's
just
hard
think-
to
Years ago,
find.
Ben Johnson was nobody, and
I mean, if he
fucking Kyle
goes, if
Shanahan was
the
the guy.
only way I think
Or Sean
that
McVay was
he
the
can
man.
replicate that is if he goes after one of the McVay tree, one of them.
Right.
I guess.
I think he just did a really good job of getting the absolute most out of what his players had to offer. I think you don't see that a lot. I think you see coaches go into places and try to implement their style
And it doesn't work
instead
all the
of
time,
trying to get the most out of what they have.
Yeah.
Like that Jamison Williams play, that was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like that was clearly drawn up for him. Even the Amon-Ra little, it was a scoop to Montgomery and then a shovel to St. Brown
that was crazy.
for 14 yards. I mean, that was pretty cool. Remains to be, I mean, who knows what he'll do with the Bears, but in my opinion, on paper they seem to be like they're taking some huge losses, but
No, I mean, of course,
yeah.
they're
We'll
huge
see, I mean,
losses.
it's gonna
that
be
was all there
tough.
alone.
It's gonna be tough going into the season, having to take this loss on the chin. Now they lose an NFC Championship game last season. This season they're the 1 seed at home, lose first game to a rookie quarterback. Now that's no disrespect to Jaden Daniels. Obviously he played great. He's having a great season. He's 7-0 since December, and I mean he's playing great. But I just don't.
I mean, the story should go.
I don't envision the Lions having an easier road. Like
No.
No.
Because
I
even in
really
their
don't.
division, you'd have to assume.
Well, they went
Maybe-
perfect in their division.
Yeah, but I'm saying
You have to
maybe
assume.
the Vikings get a little
that
bit better.
sucks.
The Bears probably get a little bit better. They probably have to. I don't know how much better.
I think the Packers,
But
in
they
my
will.
opinion,
The
underperformed.
Packers, they did.
I think
And they,
Jordan-
I think
I
they
think-
performed directly how they should.
you think so?
I think Jordan
played-
Love.
They played a
such a
little.
weird
They
team.
played
I
it
think
bad
Jordan
this year,
Love's
though.
better than he played, so that's
Yeah.
why I'm saying that.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
Caleb Williams is obviously better than he played.
Can I get a hot take
Yeah.
for you? I don't think Jordan loves the answer.
For them, you don't
A
think
lot
so?
of people have been saying that.
I hate his contract.
But like, I liked him last year.
No, of course.
This year, after the injury, it kind of just like ticking down. I don't think he ever really gained his footing.
The team doesn't mesh well in my mind.
They got some moves to make.
Yeah, okay, but here's the thing: their offensive receivers are kind of like nobodies at the end of the day.
Right.
They have like
That's what the problem is. Like
they
don't
need
have,
a Devontae fucking Adams, like, and they don't have that.
Right. They need a dude.
Yeah, and they don't.
And like if you think back to Rodgers' time, they had a dude.
Yeah,
They had Jordan.
They had
Nelson.
multiple dudes.
Right. But then they
Cobb, Nelson.
Right.
What's his
but
fucking
Jordan Nelson
name?
was like the guy, and then you had Randall Cobb, and then Devontae Adams slowly took over the role.
What's his James two? James something?
James Jones.
James Jones. Yeah, James Jones.
They had MVS
Yeah.
Right.
towards the end.
He wasn't bad there, to be
towards-
honest. He wasn't bad
towards
there.
the end of
Yeah,
They had the,
MVS
what,
was
the
fucking
oldest tight end in the
ball,
league
wasn't he?
forever.
Mercedes
Jacquizz
Lewis,
Rodgers? No.
Jimmy Graham.
What was I going to say? Yeah, I need to find a dude. Watson's not
Yeah.
him. He's doing her all the time.
Yeah, I mean, they're all.
I mean, dude
It's-
stepped
it's
up when he came
almost-
back, but then
it's almost.
but he's never going to be like.
and then fucking
He's a tertiary.
Reed
piece.
and
You
Wicks.
can't-
Shit, fuck Reed is just like
He's
Yeah.
a. You have to like really put him in the offense and like design plays
right.
for him.
But then
and
obviously he's not the guy.
you exactly you can't.
If I have to mandate touches to him, he's not the guy.
I think he's a good player.
Oh, he's a good player.
But he works well in certain systems,
Right.
and that system takes away from what Watson can do, what Dubes can do.
Right.
And you have to like, you could tell week by week it's a different game
You
plan
have to
they're
like
going out
curate
with.
it towards him.
Exactly.
You can't just put him out there and let him do his
Like
thing.
the Lions
problem.
figured out a way to play to everyone's strengths.
Right,
But I don't
right.
think they have the players there to do that in the Packers.
Right, 100%. Like with Jamison Williams, like end around fucking touchdowns.
Exactly.
Like
they
they
don't-
have that routinely.
Like you
But
can do
it
that with
still
Jaden Reed,
meshes
but
in the offense, like it doesn't
Exactly.
seem like it's a
it
separate.
doesn't
thing.
fuck with him
And that's
on
why
Roz
at the
doing
same
or
thing with the
Laporta.
Packers,
It's not like Debo on this.
Exactly.
49ers.
Debo, you need to like if he's not playing well and in the game, you're probably fucking losing.
Well, same
you
like Josh Jacobs, great piece. It just seems like so segmented from like the run game.
Oh, yeah.
seems so different than the pass.
Oh, 100%.
And
Because
it's just like
you could tell like there are the Jaden Reed games, there are the Josh Jacobs games, there are the
Right.
Romeo Dubes games, and it's just
Yeah.
not like they're not a
There's not a
cohesive
complete
unit.
game.
Yeah.
yeah,
So maybe they'll figure it out. Maybe they'll do
Right.
something, but they should on paper get
The
better
Lions.
depending on what they do.
Oh, God.
The Lions on paper,
I think it's gonna
got
be
worse.
tough.
And the
I think they're
Lions
gonna regress.
for me,
well,
you got to have a discussion about Jared Goff
Bad though.
because this happens.
What do you think they're gonna have? 8 wins?
Bad.
No,
Tell me they're gonna have 8
no,
wins
no,
right
no,
now.
no.
I'll make the bet. Make the bet.
$50 they win 10 or less.
Oh, what the hell kind of bet
Oh,
is that?
10
What?
10's a crazy
that's
line.
Like above average of the league still.
They won 15 though.
Yeah, they're not going to win 15 again. They
They're
probably
gonna
win above. They
they're
won't
gonna
win above
30.
13.
They're gonna win 33% less games.
Probably.
Probably not.
They'll
You said-
probably
you said
they'll
you
probably
take the
get
bet.
like 11 to 12 wins.
I think they win. I'll put the line at 10.5
How did you put the fucking Bills 8.5? Are you a sick fuck, huh?
because they should have sucked.
You love losing money.
They should have sucked.
That's crazy.
Everybody knows they should have.
Anyways, no, I think they'll still be top dog in the division. I mean, I think the DC problem isn't as big as they make it out to be. I honestly don't think Aaron Glenn did anything
I think
revolutionary.
Their defense is gonna stink.
It
does stink.
How could it be worse?
It
than
does
is right
stink.
now?
I've been saying it stinks.
But it couldn't
and
be.
I've been saying that's. I've been saying that's why they weren't going to get to the Super Bowl.
Right, but they have like fucking a whole fucking hospital wing dedicated to their team.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Aiden Hutchinson was going
I don't think
crazy.
Aiden-
bro.
no,
Fucking
if-
broke
I'll
his
tell you
leg.
what,
I don't
we
think
were-
Aiden.
Who did he break his leg on?
It
Cowboys.
was the Cowboys.
I don't think
somebody like
Aiden- I
swung
don't
I
over.
was saying it
Yeah.
was the Chiefs. Like a fucking
I don't think
devil
Aiden
match.
Hutchinson changes this game because
Oh,
they
he
had,
definitely does.
They had. All right, mate. They get 1.5 sacks.
No, they had so much time to throw the
Instead
whole
of
game.
zero.
Commanders O line.
Yeah, but no. Fuck the sacks. People like to just like
I
say
think-
like, oh,
but
we
I
only got a couple sacks, pressures, QB hits. That all adds
Right.
up. Yeah, especially for a rookie quarterback. If I'm a rookie quarterback and I'm seeing
Now,
motherfucker in my
granted, he's
face,
a runner.
I
But-
think
He's a
Jaden
runner.
Daniels would have been fine. I really.
He would have been
believe
worse off.
I think the O
I'd have
line
to
wouldn't have been
imagine-
fine. He would have had less
I'd have to
time. There
imagine
were
they'd
so
have
many.
more stops.
There were
Less
so many
drives.
plays where he was just sitting there like
that. Yeah.
in the pocket, like just
like the score would have been closer,
yeah.
regardless.
And it's bad. Like if you have like say their corners were hurt and all that shit, right?
Right.
But they have Aiden Hutchinson and you're
Right.
pressuring him to throw.
Right.
Maybe they
3
get
seconds.
maybe they get a turnover.
More even fuck the turnovers.
Well,
Just
I'm saying
more.
maybe the
more-
turnovers don't go to points. Maybe a touchdown to a field goal.
Right. But I'm
receivers
saying,
aren't
but I'm
wide open.
saying-
Like
Receivers aren't
But I'm
wide
saying
open.
Washington had 0.
Right.
You know what I mean?
bad defense.
So, look, I mean,
Yeah,
let's talk
Commanders
about.
have a bad
Well, let's talk about Washington. We haven't talked about Washington yet. The
Commanders have a
winners,
bad
the
defense.
winners of the game. Jaden Daniels, 22 of 31 for 299. He threw for 2 touchdowns. Brian Robinson,
Oh wow.
problem. 15 carries for 77, 2 tutties. Jaden Daniels also carried 16 times for 51. De'Ami Brown caught 6 for 98. Terry McLaurin, 4 for 87 and a touchdown. The other touchdown went to Zach Ertz. Jaden Daniels was pulling everything out of his bag of tricks. Did a little of everything. Carried when he had to, threw when he had to. A lot of analysts who are far smarter than me saying that he pretty much made every right decision that he had to make. Tom Brady had a lot of good things to say about him after the game as well. A lot of people super impressed. A lot of people labeling it as the best rookie season no matter what happens. I don't think a rookie quarterback's ever beaten a 1 seed in the postseason.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I know rookie quarterbacks. What? Never been to. No. Ben
Never won
Roethlisberger
it.
made the
Never won
Super
it.
Bowl. Did he not win this? Ben Roethlisberger didn't win the Super Bowl as rookie.
Not as a rookie, no.
So
No rookie's ever won it, but he's been there.
Jaden Daniels
We sure.
still has a chance to do what nobody has done, but he's going to have a really tough test on the road next week against the Eagles. But what do we think about Washington? Because I'll tell you right now,
I still don't know.
those 2 games they played against the Eagles, it's very interesting that the Eagles are who they're playing.
I know.
That makes me feel like they have actually a pretty good chance of winning.
I mean, if we look back, the first game they got kind of manhandled. The
Yeah,
score
it was
wasn't
never a good
crazy.
game.
Second game, they were getting manhandled. Hurts goes down. A couple defensive players go down, and then someone gets ejected from the game. They come back and win in the last second.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, Hurts goes down.
mind you, though, Washington has gotten better. Jaden Daniels has even grown since that point.
Jaden Daniels
gonna be a harder game.
arguably hottest QB right now, form-wise.
I don't think he's that cute.
If he's not 1, he's 2 behind
Form-wise?
behind Allen. Right now, left in the playoffs.
What do you mean by form?
Like,
Throwing form?
Like
Hot-
how good
like,
he's
hottest
dumb.
player.
What'd you say? Form.
Like,
Like
form.
his form, like he's in-
oh,
like
it's
he's
like
in form.
It's a soccer term.
Like
Oh.
he's
He's in
playing-
form right
like
now.
He's playing like
Sicko.
at the top of his abilities. You
Talk
ever
to
heard
me
that?
like that? In form? No. I think you told me I was throwing form. I was like, I don't know his
Bro,
mechanics
you don't
at all.
know English.
Good
I know
form.
American, goddammit.
Can't
Good
pronounce.
form.
Come to my
Can't
fucking
pronounce.
basement talking fucking
Can't pronounce
English.
Vrabel.
It's not English. Not American. Fucking Pole.
Yeah, I think Jaden Daniels might be playing the best. He might be the best quarterback performance-wise left right now. Because Josh Allen obviously wasn't too good.
Yeah, I mean, stat-wise, yeah, for sure. Definitely. It's
So,
fucking 300 yards.
I think that says a lot about who he's left in the postseason with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be interesting. Hard not to root for them, even though the Eagles
No,
are.
100%.
The
I'm
Eagles
fucking
are
rooting
my
for
pick to win the
Commanders.
whole
Are you kidding me?
thing, but-
Commanders Bills is the Super Bowl choice. If you're not rooting for Commanders Bills,
It's not,
you're a
but
fucking
I get
loser.
it.
Who do you want to be there?
I'd rather see the Eagles win.
Yeah, because you bet on them.
Would
I don't want
I
that.
have no money.
Well, you said they're gonna win.
I want to see
You chose
Saquon
them.
win.
Oh, fuck him.
I do.
I have
I'm not even
no-
kidding.
He's not like an AP type though. He's not like a Ray Rice.
Come
Not
on.
Ray Rice. He's not like a fucking
He's better than both of them.
Frank Gore.
That's crazy.
He's not better than AP.
But yeah, let's move on to the NFC game. Eagles
Keep it
win
rolling.
at home against the Rams in a snow game. Saquon went dashing through the snow, and he brought Jalen Hurts along with him. 2 touchdowns on the ground for Saquon, 1 on the ground for Hurts.
Good run from Hurts.
Kicked it off. Yeah, he looked pretty fast.
Dude, I haven't seen him run like that in like 3 years.
Yeah.
I was saying during the year, like he's like even
he looked
even
a
the
little
first
clunky.
game, he would slide like so early this year, and I'm like, oh, but now I guess maybe it's the playoffs. He's waiting for it.
Remember the craziest QB runs I've seen? Like just looking at it in form, Kaepernick. He had like a fucking 90-yard run, and I don't know if you know. You ever seen him run? You ever seen that? He's like got long fucking legs. He's like 6'3".
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it was the craziest thing to just watch him run 90 yards like effortlessly.
Yeah, I don't know. Never seen it. Thanks for
crazy.
staying on topic. Saquon.
That's in season like 40 of the NFL. So once you get there.
Saquon carried 26 times for 205, 2 touchdowns, like I said. Hurts carried 7 for 70. Saquon had a 78-yard touchdown as well as a
50-yarder? Should be something, isn't it?
62.
62.
Which is crazy. I mean,
60, 50.
insane. He also hit a home run touchdown against the Rams early in the season. I think in like week 10 or 11 when they played, where he ran all over him in that one too, and it was more of the same. Jalen Hurts passing wise was 15 of 20 for 128, continuing to have a low completion number.
Garbage.
In his passing game, Dallas Goedert was a leading receiver on the day, 4 catches for 56. A.J. Brown doubled his receptions from 1 to 2 in this game. He had 2 catches for 14. Saquon also caught 4 for 27. Devontae Smith, 4 for 21. It was a classic Eagles win. This is what they do. They grind it out defensively, run a couple in, slam you down the throat.
You know what?
And win the game.
A.J. Brown to the Patriots. I think it's finalized.
You scared me. I thought a report came out.
It's about to happen.
That'd be.
Imagine they win
great.
the Super Bowl and he gets like 1 throw. At that point, fuck it. Why am I here?
Yeah, dead
I
ass.
got my ring. I guess I'll leave.
Sure.
One catch, 10 yards.
Right.
They win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
My favorite fucking play. You could see it. I'm a very big Saquon guy.
When Saquon hurt his knee.
He's been fucked all his career. Injuries. Giants just sucked. He deserves this. If they win, I'll be happy because he got a ring.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Everyone else on the team can fuck off. I don't give a fuck.
No.
But Saquon, really good. Dude, when he was running his like that big touchdown at the end, he's slapping his head.
Fucking head.
Dude, like that fired me the fuck up.
Right.
Like,
You know what's the
that made me
craziest
feel so
shit
good
about
for
him?
I feel so good for him.
If you really watch him close, he runs balls into the end zone and then he like runs faster during a celebration.
Yeah, I know.
You ever notice that?
It's like something like
When
clicked in his
He
head.
does that run, he's like,
He was like,
and he fucking flies.
dude, I loved it. Like Saquon, he's just such a likable dude.
Yeah.
I hope they get it done I hope they win the next game. I hope they get there at least.
Well, see what his problem is? He's hot too. Can't be good and hot.
You can't be too handsome.
Can't
Like
be too
that's why
handsome.
Jalen Hurts is bad
That's
now.
why Jalen Hurts is bad. He's always been bad.
he's
Not
too
now.
handsome.
He's always been bad.
He was off of perk
too
30
handsome.
though. I'll tell you that
Too
much.
handsome.
Let's talk about the Rams.
That's why Bijan Robinson's good. He's ugly.
Let's give the Rams some credit
Fucking
because
hate
the
the way he
Rams had a chance to win this one right at
the
the
fucking
end. Got a chance to go down the field. Matt Stafford had him in good position, and it wasn't meant to be. Matt Stafford, 26 of 44 for 324 and 2 touchdowns. And in the beginning of the game,
Jesus Christ.
it looked like it was going to be a Stafford masterclass. He was throwing the ball all over the joint. Puka had 6 catches for 97. Demarcus Robinson 3 for 74. Cooper Kupp 5 catches for 61. Tyler Higbee 7 catches for 54. In total, they had 8 pass catchers on the day. And Kyron Williams 19 carries for 106. They gave it their all. Ultimately, it wasn't enough. And they were close in this one.
Let's be real. The Rams probably should have won this game.
They were close, man.
However, though, you take the snow away, I think the Eagles probably win it more handedly, if I'm being honest.
Cooper Kupp curtain call.
You're probably
He's
right.
washed. He's done.
I think you're probably right.
He won.
He's ass. Guys,
They were like, how do you deal about losing the targets on the team? I pray to God. I'm like, shit, yeah. That's his last ditch effort.
Tyler Higbee had fucking 10 targets. What the hell?
Mad
This is about when Guantanamo Bay too. He was hurt.
Yeah.
And Dean, and they ended up fucking I always said Kyron Mitchell's a fucking ass player. I fucking hate Kyron Mitchell. Kyron Williams, and he fucking sold too. Absolute fucking seller.
I'll big up the Rams defense a little bit. I think they kept it close in this one. Jared Verse was
Yeah,
good.
I think so. Yeah.
Like he
100%.
was last
Well, I
round.
think,
He had Fist did get hurt.
Bad.
Verse had 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss. Kobe Turner a sack, 2 tackles for loss. Fisk had a sack and a tackle for loss. They were rumbling. I think at one point they like have top 5 sacks in a postseason.
Yes.
his
Yes,
defense,
I did
and they
see
only
that,
played
yes.
2 games. I think they had like 18 was the number. Or
Yeah, it was something like that.
stupid, something crazy. They had 7 sacks in this game, and I think they sacked Donald 8 times or 9 times.
What are you talking about? Oh.
I think it was 9.
Right. I was gonna say in the first game, I had a crazy number of sacks.
So yeah, I think the number was 16 for the defense through 2
Well,
games.
scroll down, Josh.
And it's a really young defense, right? We were saying last week that
Yeah,
we didn't really expect them
Sacks.
to perform this well, but when the lights shined brightest in the postseason,
1, 2,
they played their best. It just unfortunately
4,
wasn't
5,
enough, and
6.
8.
the Eagles are going.
It's 6 sacks at least.
They sacked the Eagles.
I think
They
8.
sacked
1,
Hurts
2,
7 times in this
3,
game.
3, 4, 5,
7.
4,
It was
7.
7. I already
There you
said that. And it was Darnold 9 times, I believe.
That's crazy.
But yeah, the Eagles move on. They're going to host Jaden Daniels at home in a divisional postseason matchup. It's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. Anything else about this game? Anything about the Eagles?
Jalen Hurts
Losers.
better
They're
learn
gonna
how to
lose
throw the
next round.
ball.
I can't wait to watch it.
Yeah, you might.
Hope they don't.
Hope they do.
And moving on, Sunday Night Football in America. The
Game of the
matchup
century.
everybody was waiting for.
About to ask.
Certainly lived up to the hype. It was a exciting game, crazy ending by all accounts. For those that saw it, I did not. I unfortunately fell asleep during this one, so I'll let them talk about the end of the game. But from what I saw, it was a 27-25 win for the Buffalo Bills over the Baltimore Ravens, and it was a game that quite literally felt like it slipped through the fingers. The Baltimore Ravens, I think there was a couple points where if things had gone their way, they could have ran away with it. And I know that could be said about a lot of games in a lot of sports at a lot of times in the season, whether it's postseason or the regular season. But a bad pick, a bad fumble by Lamar, a great play by the Bills. What the hell's his name? That's gonna piss
Renee
me
Rapp.
off. That's
You don't
not
wanna
his
say
name. No, the punch fumble on Mark Andrews with 8 minutes left in the fourth.
yeah.
I forget his name.
Was it? No, it wasn't Taylor.
The
Taylor
Hamler?
Rapp, was it? We can look.
Was it Benford?
I think it was Benford.
No,
Christian Benford.
I think it was Benford. Anyway,
Chris Boucher.
and then obviously
Boucher, yeah.
with 2 minutes left, Ravens come down the field, get the touchdown, go for 2, slips through Mark Andrews' fingers.
it's gonna be up top. Scroll up top a little bit.
Sad. Couple back-breaking
Right there, forced
turnovers, back-breaking
fumbles.
mixed plays,
Oh, I'm gonna kill this guy.
Oh, I know it was a
Scroll
category.
up right there.
and just a really deflating loss, I think, for Baltimore.
Carolyn Bernard.
We have a guest.
Oh fuck.
It was-
Scared the
it was
fucking
Bernard.
Shit out of me, you rat.
I think it was.
Get over here.
I think it was
Come here,
Bernard.
baby.
It
Come here,
was,
baby.
it was Bernard. Terrible Bernard.
You scared the shit out of me, Josh.
But yeah, Ravens looked good in the first half.
Wait, there were 3 forced fumbles.
It was Bernard. I promise you, it was Bernard.
Yeah, that
It
makes
was
sense.
Bernard. Von Miller, I think, had the one on Lamar, I believe. Well, you're mad though.
Cam Lewis, I guess.
But yeah, Bills went into halftime up 21-10, and a lot of people, I mean,
Yeah,
myself
get 'em.
included, I watched the first half. It just didn't feel like he's gonna snort into the mic. It just didn't feel like they should have been up 21-10. I felt like they got kind of lucky, and the stats kind of showed it as well. I think we were saying earlier in the episode. I think the Ravens also led the Bills in all major categories.
No,
in this
100%,
one,
yep.
right? Read
Yep.
some
Yeah.
of the stats off.
On paper, except the fumbles, they fucking won.
Lamar threw for 254. As a team, they carried for
134, 170,
22, 28, 30. 30 on the dot.
176.
They carried for 30 times 176.
actually, I'm gonna do. I can look at the team stats. Yeah, Lamar threw for
Oh wait, yeah.
Ravens threw for 240 compared to the Bills 126. They carried for 176. Good job, guys.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Compared to the Bills 147. But they had 3 turnovers compared to the Bills 0, and that
That was
So what it is?
was the key
Turnovers.
stat on the night. 2 fumbles lost. Lamar threw a pick. And it was sad. What was
That
it like?
pick was
What was
stupid.
it? What was it like watching the end of this one?
I was nervous.
breathtaking.
I thought they were gonna come back.
Sucked the air out of the stadium.
The issue with the Bills, I think they made 2 monumental mistakes. One of them was
With the
they
Bills or
stalled the
Ravens?
drive. The Bills.
Okay.
They stalled the drive. It was a 3rd and 5 play. They ran a screen to the short side to Dawson Knox. That shit got blown up. They had a punt. A couple drives, or it might have been the next drive, I forget, where they had the goal line push basically. And Tony Romo was on the thing saying like they should push it one time, get closer and do it again.
Yeah.
And they called a QB run that just didn't work out. He ran right into the guy. 2 stupid plays, boneheaded plays. They ended up not paying for it. But this could have been a fucking, what's it called? Could have been a 40 something to 25 game if they scored those two
right?
on those 2 drives.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too bad. Oh, I got you.
Bills.
Lamar seemed pretty dejected after the game in his postseason, in his post-game interview, saying, I'm tired of this shit. It's annoying. Got to make the plays. Got to catch the balls. He was very critical of himself for the fumble he had, saying, trying to do too much. Ball got away from him. And, yeah, I mean, they just had a lot of momentum-killing plays, and that just seems to be the story with Lamar. It's a lot of Choker Lamar talk going around social media.
James Harden, the NFL.
Going around the lunch tables again. Yeah, photoshops of him with Embiid's face, Harden's face.
Embiid hasn't played in Denver in like fucking 10 years.
Yeah, I saw
Something
that.
Fucking stupid.
I did see that.
What a bitch. Bitch made.
Yeah, just a sad result for a season that probably will result in Lamar winning the MVP. And I think it's just...
Well, one's a choker, one's the MVP.
I think it's just right. That's
This game decide who won the MVP.
I don't think it does.
In the people's hearts.
The things flipped out
The
of
people's
game.
hearts? Did they really?
Of course they did.
He's like minus 500 now or something like that.
Which for Allen?
Allen?
He's no, I might be wrong.
Minus 500?
That's ridiculous.
It
Anyway,
might be 200, something like that.
it's just
but
sad that a player who has won 2 MVPs,
minus 250,
possibly a third,
minus 450 on DraftKings.
doesn't have an AFC Championship game to show for it.
Right.
Josh Allen's on his way to his second AFC Championship game, is it?
At least versus the Chiefs.
At least.
I think it's his second. So we'll see if they get to the Super Bowl. They're going to have to go on the road to play the Chiefs. Again,
before this season.
they've had some pretty forgettable moments in Kansas City, right? Losing in overtime in that game.
Stats for this one.
They did beat the Chiefs during the regular season at home, so we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to make our picks shortly.
Yep.
Anything you guys want to talk about, Ravens or Bills specific, before we
Good night.
make our picks for the championship
I was
game?
gonna say a lot of the Ravens like little comeback era thing they were doing at the end there.
Yeah.
Without the snow and then without the slipping, I think it wouldn't have been as,
Yeah, it's a good point.
because there were a couple plays where like if you have to change directions and somebody's just running past you, like you're just not gonna work. So we'll see how the defense plays next week. Bill's defense did well, and they've been playing well recently.
They did do well. They kind of kept Derrick Henry contained. I think they kind of kept
Yeah,
Lamar
they did a really good
contained.
job until
Derrick Henry
second
only
half.
16 carries for 84. He did score a touchdown, but it was in the red zone. And Lamar, 6 catches for only 39. And I think when you can do that, it's a pretty good way to win the game.
Yeah.
What do you got for us, Mike?
So talking about the Bills-Chiefs game.
Yep.
This is wild. Josh Allen versus the Chiefs. Regular season, 4-1 record, 25.8 points per game, almost 300 yards per game, 13 total touchdowns, 4 turnovers. In the playoffs, 0-3, 28 points per game, 342 offensive yards per game, 9 touchdowns, 1 turnover.
That's insane.
He's losing but playing better.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? And that's what I got for this one.
Nice. Anything else?
I'm rolling with Josh Allen.
Let's make our picks.
Let's do it.
So obviously the AFC Championship game, I think, is the first or second game on Sunday. I don't know.
I'll tell you right now.
It's the night game, 6:30.
It's a night.
So we'll start. Commanders-Eagles. Eagles at home, spreads -6. 3 o'clock kickoff. Probably going to be a cold one again in Philadelphia.
-6.
There's been a cold front raging.
Oh, the spread
Actually not.
-6 or the temperature.
Game time,
Spread.
whether they're saying 39 degrees, pretty nice
30. Wow.
Give me the Commanders.
in brotherly
What's the
love.
real feel?
Yeah, what's the real feel? 45. It's warmer than it looks.
I'm going Eagles in a landslide.
Landslide.
Just like
6
I said.
is such a good line.
Just like I said, the Bucks were going to landslide the Commanders.
Right.
Just like I said, the Lions were going to.
right.
It's got to happen once.
Right.
Eagles are my pick to win the Super Bowl.
It's gonna be now or never.
Going Eagles.
Now or never.
Fly Eagles. Fly.
I'm taking the Commanders. I think they cover. Obviously.
Nice.
I take the Eagles, but it won't be a fucking walk in the park, or it might be. Who knows? I
You
just
have any
think.
opinion on the game, or
No, listen, because that second game, I would have liked to just see it play out with like no injuries and stuff. But like, Hurts got the concussion. Everything flipped. They gave him like great field position like 4 or 5 times after that with Pickett playing. The second time they played.
His last game. I was like, what the fuck?
So that's why I was like,
I think
Right. Yeah. Last game didn't really tell us too much.
the over-underline
Pickett played great.
is really interesting to me in this
6.
game.
I don't think it's gonna be 6. 6 is a lot.
The over-underline is interesting. Anyone want to guess what it is?
I
But
think
if
it's 6.
Saquon's is fucking 130
The
rushing yards.
spread is 6.
Oh, the over under.
6 is crazy. The over-under, 52.
It's probably low scoring.
52.5.
It's 47 and a half
Damn, it's going to be 48.
for a team who just scored 45
I was gonna say it's
on the road.
52. I'd say slam the over.
They know something.
Slam the over.
They know something.
Well, they scored 45 against maybe the most injured defense of all time.
Well, definitely
True.
in the playoffs at least. Well, yeah.
And I think the
yeah.
spread for that game was 56 and a half, if I remember correctly.
It was something like that,
Commanders Lions. It was
yeah.
pretty high. So we're both on Eagles. You're on Commanders.
So
Okay.
Gotta roll it.
And then
Roll this
6:30 kickoff Eastern time
Oh, I love
Sunday
6:30. That's such a nice kickoff.
in Kansas
bless.
City. Chiefs are a 2-point favorite at home against Josh Allen in the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo trying to remove the dark cloud over their head, remove the dark cloud over their franchise. Will Josh Allen be the one to lead the Buffalo Bills back to the Super Bowl, potentially win the Super Bowl?
So I
I
feel like
don't know. I said last week. I said last week that if the
See?
Bills beat the Ravens, they will not beat the Chiefs.
what?
And I'm gonna go with it. I think both home teams win. I think we're gonna have a repeat Super Bowl Chiefs Eagles. I do believe that.
That's gross.
I do believe
That is
that.
gross.
Sorry to tell you all the truth. The Bills are the Lions of the AFC. Shit's too nice and happy
What?
over there.
It's not true at all.
It is true.
You said they have a dark cloud over the head.
Do the Lions not?
They didn't
Lions
before
definitely
this.
do.
As a franchise, do the Lions not have a dark cloud over their head?
Yeah, but the Bills have a dark cloud over their head.
Don't even
currently.
say that.
The Lions did. You can't even. It's all sunshine rainbow there now.
Yeah, it's too nice.
How is the Bills nice? They're still looming.
It's too nice and comfy over there for the
Death
Bills.
apparently is at their front door to you. So why would they be happy?
Because this is just how it happens.
I think the Bills win just because the Chiefs have too much to lose. The Bills are playing with house money.
Chiefs have 0 to lose.
0 to lose. They'd be the only repeat
Yeah, they have a lot to lose.
team of all time.
Bro,
They're the only one
Bro, they've already won 3 Super Bowls.
No, but
in a row.
that's history.
Okay.
They can cement themselves in history forever.
They have
A lot of
0
players
to
won Super
lose.
Bowls.
They've
They have
gotten
all
it,
that to
They've
lose.
gotten it done 3 times already.
That's not enough. 3's nothing.
Enough.
The
That's nothing.
the Bills are the ones with everything to
No.
lose.
They have history on the line. If the Chiefs make the hit, like Pat Mahomes' GOAT status jumps incredibly high.
Yeah, if he
on the
Just
reasonable
if
person.
I think it jumps incredibly high just if he gets there.
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't
So
even
he
have
has
to
a
win
lot to lose.
it. Nah, because he's already like 2 all time.
Not 2 all time.
It's getting.
You just started
it's-
watching.
dude. It's getting there.
Once you get past
Is
like
it not
season
getting there?
35,
Is it not getting there?
if he wins the Super Bowl,
If he actually, I got
If he
actually,
three-peats?
actually, my coworker asked me this today. He said if Mahomes 3-peats is he the GOAT? I said no, because the
he'd be in the top 5.
the longevity of Brady's crazy. Bro won a Super Bowl in 2002 and 18. That's
Right.
insane.
Well, I think as
I
we
don't
go
know how.
on,
I don't
though-
know the longevity of Mahomes, but
won a Super Bowl in 2002 and then 20.
was that when the Bucks won?
It was 18 was like
Same thing. That's
it was like-
crazy.
I think it was a senior
Before
year,
COVID,
right?
yeah.
Senior year, college.
I think it was.
That's insane. Yeah,
Yeah,
that-
but I think
that's
the
insane.
longevity
18 years,
stuff
dude.
isn't going to mean anything as we go further down the road.
No, it's just
It
gonna because
should.
people are gonna be able to
Well,
last
people-
longer. Yeah,
Of course, it means stuff. That's why people think LeBron's the GOAT.
Yeah, but at the same time, that stuff's like
like we're just gonna
no one
advance
played that
as
before because their fucking legs.
we're gonna advance as humans.
Like,
yeah, we're gonna be able to do
LeBron
that.
I
wouldn't be
see
doing
what
this
you're
if he
saying.
wasn't spending like fucking whatever $10 million.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
That's why Jerry Rice is a fucking goat. 20 years.
Listen, I think Mahomes is like right up there.
If he wins a triple beat, he's clearly in the top 5. So therefore, he has a lot to lose. The Bills team.
I don't think he has a lot to lose because I think he'll get there anyway.
Right. But he will definitely accelerate. Like if he won this and then just say one of those Super Bowl 2 years later,
Yeah.
he's in the top 3.
Like this will be like kids will talk about. Oh, but
Probably
Mahomes 3-peated.
Well, I don't know about that, but
Probably.
maybe
In
down
the
the
future?
road. I definitely won't be.
Because I don't like he's not. If
The Bills are
this
playing with house
him winning this isn't making it top 2.
I know.
Right.
I get
the
what
same
you're
way the
saying.
Commanders are playing with house money. The Commanders have
Yeah.
nothing to lose. They're a fucking rookie quarterback.
That's
what I'm saying.
whatever,
The
yeah.
Bills team is ass. offensively. Like they don't have.
I think we start.
Like
to
if they
ask,
had Diggs, they would have something. To lose.
I think
Here's the
people.
thing.
I think people should be starting to ask questions about Allen, like they're starting to ask about Lamar if he doesn't win this.
No.
No, because Lamar has fucking Derrick Henry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fuck
he
that-
is.
who's
He's
the
throwing
fuck
Khalil Shakir.
Okay.
Well, I'm telling you why.
Or maybe it just speaks to how good Mahomes and the Chiefs
But
are. I
also,
don't know.
I trust something about Josh.
Something about Josh Allen. The thing about Josh Allen and the Bills, they've made it to what, 4 Super
You would
Bowls
get it. You're an AC Milan.
and lost them
You
all.
know what I don't like about him right now? I think he's. You notice how like bro hasn't cut his hair?
Yeah, there's playoffs.
Letting it grow.
I think it's funny. Like I think he's like so locked in, like he doesn't want to change
I
anything.
like that. I like that when people
Because they've been so close and got screwed in such crazy
Right,
ways
right.
before.
Well, the Bills all time have been like that.
I
They've
know.
never won. They've made it and they've never won. So they have built-in pressure too. It's not just the Chiefs.
Right, I mean, they have
Who's-
built-in pressure, but
who's
the Chiefs
who's winning
definitely
this
are-
game though? You guys
the
got
Bills
to
win
you
this
guys
game.
got to pick.
Yeah,
I gotta pick the Bills.
You're both on Buffalo.
the Chiefs fucking are not playing
I have
well,
to.
so the Bills, I have to pick the Bills.
For the
I have to
only
pick the
thing
team I
right-
think's gonna do
look,
better.
the
I
only
get
thing
it.
right in
because
America would be the
I
Bills
get-
winning.
I get it because, like, I also believe too. Like I just said when we were talking about the Chiefs and the Texans game, like I have to imagine this shit ends.
Right, but you
All
picked-
this like close, wacky wins that they're getting.
Right, but yeah, you picked them.
How can I not though?
We just did. You gave you a bunch
But
of
like
reasons.
one seed at home, how can I not pick them?
Or at the
It's
same,
ju- like,
you picked
like,
plenty
is-
of road
like,
dogs.
can
throughout
I
the
ask you
year.
a question?
The
Can I-
Eagles are not the one seed. at
Can I
home.
ask you a
Why did you
serious?
pick the
Can I
Commanders?
ask you a serious
Ask me
question?
a serious question.
Like, is Buffalo gonna beat them twice in a season?
potentially, why not?
I'm asking. Like, I think that's crazy if they do that. Like, that's hard for me to see happening.
But would you be saying that?
And this
if
one's
the
at
Chiefs
home.
Won, if the Chiefs won in the regular season, would you say the same thing about the Chiefs?
Yeah, because the Chiefs are a better team, and this
There
game's
you
at
go.
home.
There you go.
But
Game's
the,
at home.
But
They're a better
Buffalo's,
team.
but
More
Buffalo's,
legacy on the
but
line.
Buffalo's not the better team,
Right.
and it's on the road.
Right,
So why should I believe that they should win? that?
because they're playing with house money. They have nothing to lose.
You haven't made a compelling argument to me at all.
I'm at this point. At this point, it's any given Sunday. Stats don't matter in this.
And I also think the Bills have so much. I think the Bill. I think the Bills have a lot of pressure on their shoulders to go there and win.
I don't think so.
I think they
I don't
do.
think so at all.
I
You
mean,
don't think
yeah.
the Chiefs have more pressure?
No,
No,
because
not at all, bro.
the Chiefs are at
They're
home.
coming off a
They
two.
have to triple Pete.
They're
Yeah, but
coming
that- no.
off. They
You're
don't
at home.
have to do
the
anything.
Bills,
one
the
seed.
Bills, the Bills have a
You had
lot
2
more
wins.
pressure
You
because
had
the
2
Bills
losses.
haven't won a fucking Super Bowl.
They don't have to do shit. They
It'd be their
just
first
won
Super Bowl.
2 Super Bowls in a row. They're probably gonna be back in the AFC Championship game next year.
Okay, to be fair though, they both have pressure. Just the Bills have more,
Yes.
Don't
a
see
lot
that.
more.
I don't see that.
Actually, not even a lot more, but they have
I
more.
don't think. I don't think the.
I think the
I
Bills
don't
have
think
more
Keon
pressure.
Coleman feels pressure in this game.
You don't think he does?
No.
Well, because he made it.
he's a
Yeah.
bum.
I think
He's gonna get 2.
Xavier
targets.
Worthy feels pressure in this game.
Because it's on him. Like we're okay. I understand what you're saying.
Like I think the
because they're so
players-
used to success
I-
and winning.
Significantly, the
Yeah.
players on the team feel more
Okay.
pressure on the Chiefs.
Because like they have to do it because
If
we've
you
been here
fuck up, you're
before.
fucked.
Yeah.
If the Bills players fuck up, we expect you to fuck up. You're significantly
Why,
not
though?
the better team.
I don't know.
You just told me the Chiefs are the better team.
Yeah,
They
but
shouldn't fuck up.
Not significant. That's not fair.
You don't think they're significantly the better team?
That's not fair to Buffalo.
Why?
Significant.
me? You said they're
Significant.
better.
They're the
You don't
better
think it's
team,
significant wise?
and the game's at home. Why is it significant? How is it
I'm
significant?
asking you don't think it's
How are they significantly
Do you not
better?
think it's significant?
No. No, that'd be disrespectful to the Bills. As much as
Why?
I don't like the Bills, I
Do you think
they're
the
gonna
Eagles are
lose.
significantly better than the Commanders?
Oh yeah, God yeah. Oh,
Why
yeah,
you disrespect the
absolutely.
Commanders?
Oh, absolutely,
What the fuck the Commanders do to you?
absolutely. Because we don't know yet.
We've been watching them all season.
Yeah, but we don't know what they are, bro.
What do you mean we know what they are? They're here
said-
right
we
now.
all, but we were saying Mickey Mouse schedule didn't really beat anyone good.
And then they did.
Beat the Eagles without Hurts,
Right.
okay, and beat, like you said, all the fifth stringers on the Lions defense.
Beat the Bucks. You said the Bucks were gonna win.
They should have.
We said the Lions were gonna win.
But is that a statement win? They beat the
I
Bucks
think that's a pretty good statement win. You've
in
rookie
your
quarterback
shitty
in the
in your
playoffs.
shitty ass division.
You
You almost made
quarterback.
the Saints almost made the
Right.
playoffs.
And we almost beat the Commanders in the regular season.
Right.
And we almost beat the Eagles in the regular season.
Okay.
So
No,
it's not. I don't
no.
think they're significantly better.
I think the Eagles are
I think-
significantly better than the Commanders.
I think the
and they're gonna
Chiefs
kill them.
players feel more pressure any given Sunday
I don't believe that to be true.
I don't know. They're
I
tough.
understand what you're saying because you have to adhere to a certain standard.
Right. The
I
standard
get
of
that.
play for the Chiefs is going to be so much higher than the Bills.
I think they'll be all right. I think they'll be all
I think
right.
there's more pressure on auxiliary pieces.
Any other debating?
Like if Sky Moore gets in the game, he's definitely dropping the ball.
Right. Juju Smith-Schuster,
He's definitely dropping
touchdown in this game.
Like Hopkins, definitely dropping the ball.
Oh God. Oh God. Anything else? Josh got nothing.
Nope.
Quick news feed update. So we got Ben Johnson to the Bears.
Yep, some new hirings firing around since last recording.
Johnson.
Ben Johnson stays in division and is the head coach of the Chicago Bears. He's given a couple interesting interviews, interesting quotes. I listened to Amon Ross speak for 5 minutes today. He had an interesting clip about talking to Ben Johnson, and he said that the 3 finalists were Bears, Jags, Raiders
Right.
for Ben Johnson, not even the Pats.
Well, the Pats already had a coach.
Right. And then
makes sense,
Aaron
though.
Glenn to the Jets, but
Right.
I mean, way too early to tell what they'll do for those franchises. But
Right. I think they'll be
the
good.
Ben Johnson one is super interesting, staying in division. Those Bears Lions games are going to be sick. Hopefully, Bears Lions is Thanksgiving again. It usually is, right?
Yeah, I think it's always
So that'll be
like from
fun.
the beginning of time.
That's going to be fun watching the Bears, those Bears Lions games. But
It's always that, and then it's
Yeah,
what,
couple new
Commanders,
hirings.
Cowboys or something. Cowboys.
it's always Cowboys, but
Yeah.
it's not always the same opponent. But yeah, we'll see. Anything else?
I'll give you the
Give me
the Saints update,
The
who they
what?
signed or who they.
coach update.
Oh yeah, didn't they interview somebody?
The weather's bad, so no one's coming down yet. But
Oh shit.
no, literally,
No, I know,
like
I
McCarthy
heard
hasn't come
about
down because it's the.
Oh, McCarthy would be great.
So they did a virtual 5 days ago with Joe Brady, who's the Buffalo.
Oh, the
Bills
Buffalo's OC. Yeah.
A fun fact, Aaron Glenn actually gave a thanks to New Orleans publicly.
That was great, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
But I'm not coming.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Joe Brady's supposed to be coming, or he's Mike McCarthy. Honestly, I'll tell you what. Right now, I think we're gonna get Mike McCarthy, and I'm fucking pissed about it.
That's not bad though at
He's
all.
ass. I think he does nothing for us. Honestly, I'd rather just have Darren Rizzi.
The Bengals hired Notre Dame's defensive coordinator Al Golden as their new
Saw
DC.
that. Yeah, what? Jags dropped their GM,
Yep.
which I thought they did 2 days ago. As I was saying to Tom, I go, the Jags dropped their GM, and he goes, no, they didn't. I go, oh, it was the fucking Titans dropped their GC,
And then it was
and then
him.
they fucking dropped
Yeah.
it today. I was like, damn,
Raiders hired the Bucks
that's nothing.
assistant GM.
The Raiders are interesting. I don't know. I don't know.
It's-
who's gonna
it's
go
a
there.
Brady
That's a Mike
effect.
McCarthy spot to go to end up dying in solitude.
I mean, a lot of people are going to want to go there because Brady's an owner now, and he's going to be more hands-on than anything.
Right. I just don't think they're gonna get someone cool and young.
They could. I mean, who wouldn't want it? Who wouldn't want it? Who would want to go there?
No QB.
Besides that, they can get over that. Tom Brady can say, "Fuck it, I'm playing."
Right.
I don't know.
Would current Tom Brady be better than AOC?
Yes.
I like
so.
AOC.
I don't. Yeah, I know why. I don't know why.
Something out of my trust. He sits in the pocket.
He's got a weird. He's got a baby face. It
Right.
feels weird to
Right.
me.
Super Troopers.
Speaking about the draft, sort of with the Raiders quarterback
Right, yeah,
situation.
yeah,
The
Titans.
Yeah, they said they won't pass on a generational talent with
Which
number one pick.
What the fuck does that mean?
We were talking in the gym. I was
Yeah.
like, that probably only means Abdul Carter.
He said that. I thought you were talking about Travis Hunter. I was giving him the benefit.
Yeah, but he's not going to play
And
both
I thought that
sides
meant
in the
Ginty,
NFL.
So there you go.
Well, I thought it meant Genty too when I said it today. But that'd
I
be
don't
so
know.
fucking
Yeah, it'd be
stupid for
insane.
the Titans.
I mean, that's an Abdul Carter tweet right there.
You think
Honestly, you want me
Yeah,
to be honest?
so?
Not dumb if they take. It's really not stupid if they take Travis Hunter.
No, I don't think so. I think they
And
put
you
him to
just
good
stick
use.
it, just stick it out with Levis. Suck again.
Right. That's what when they
and
said
get
that.
Arch.
That was my first thought. They're not going QB. That's my first thought. They're not going QB.
That's my first thought too.
yeah. Because
Really?
Cam Ward's not a generation.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Shedeur
No,
Sanders,
saying
not
with
different.
that quote, yeah, no way.
That
They can't.
quote,
They
they're
can't.
obviously not
Yeah.
going QB.
So now, if
I kinda
Cam,
think about that.
so
I'd
if
like
so
to
if
see Abdul
Cam
Carter
Ward
play.
falls to 2, is he a Cleveland Brown?
Probably, right?
Because they don't take.
I would
him.
hope so.
I imagine
I
they
would
don't.
hope so.
Unless they take
They
Abdul
can't.
Carter and they have Carter and Miles Garrett.
Yeah, but that's not the
You
fix they
low-key
need. That's
need
not the
that
fix
in
they
that
need,
division.
though. That's not the fix they
You
need.
low key need that in that division though.
I don't know.
Against Lamar.
Personally,
and
if it's
Burrow.
me, if I'm the Browns, I'd take a Shedeur Sanders.
Fair. But either way, they probably go quarterback.
I think you have to go quarterback at that point.
Anyway, anything
I
else?
mean, they'll probably suck next year too, but
Thoughts, questions, concerns?
All the news for me.
Go Eagles.
that's all I got.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for tuning in.
Commanders up with your left hand. Commanders up.
It's
Right.
left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders.
Close enough. Chelsea.
Thanks for being here. Another episode of The Whistle brought to you by Diversity Catalog. That was our divisional matchup, our divisional weekend wrap up. Hopefully you enjoyed our championship game preview as well. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you listen on Amazon, Apple, Spotify, please rate the podcast 5 stars. And you can follow our socials at Diversity Catalog on Instagram, TikTok, as well as X. Hopefully you enjoyed the divisional weekend. Hopefully you enjoyed the championship weekend as well. It's going to be a fun Sunday. Hope everybody's safe, sound, happy watching the games. A lot of bad weather going around. Stay warm if you're going to these games.
Cold out.
Dress appropriately. And good luck to your teams if they're still alive. We'll catch you next week.
Let's get down.